Clay, how do you see the Institute playing a role in changing national policy on healthcare?
Right. You are great at asking great questions, Jane. Well, I've been thinking about this. And a friend of mine who served in the U.S. Congress for a number of years explained, he said, I don't think the Republicans and Democrats have ever been able to agree on anything. But from the Great Depression until the mid-1980s, there were these people in Washington that we called Southern Democrats. And they had a card that allowed them to go to the Democratic meetings, but they voted like Republicans. And so if a true Democrat or a true Republican needed to get anything done, they had to convene in Richard Russell's office or Strom Thurmond. And they could get things done because there was a place to meet where you needed each other. But then Ronald Reagan was so successful and so popular that he obliterated the Southern Democrats. They either joined to the Republican Party or they retired, and the people who were elected were Republicans. And from that time on, there just hasn't been a place to meet. And I think increasingly, they can't agree on an answer because they don't have a common language and they don't have a common understanding of the problem. You know, they have meetings and they put on the table, we need a solution. And then they talk past each other incessantly because they forget that understanding the problem has to precede getting a solution. And I'm not sure that geographically we'll ever be able to replace the Southern Democrats. But what I do hope is that our research can bring figuratively a solid foundation of understanding of the problem, what's causing these things to happen. And I think that we can bring to them from our research this understanding of what causes these things to happen. And if we do that, then I hope that people could have a meeting on this intellectual foundation and actually reach consensus around what otherwise might be counterintuitive courses of action. And that really is my aspiration for the Institute, that we can actually do other big important things beyond what this wonderful team has done to this point.